Y'all, it wasn't supposed to cut off, but it did. It gave me time to take the garbage out. Whew. Anyway, yeah, these men full of shit. That's how they did you. Like you was like the rest of them. Blah, blah, blah. I already know. Rihanna, I'm trying to tell you, honey. Lucky you, baby. For real. Because just do not sell your woman out for no money. Do not sell your woman out for no money. Money ain't it. Love gets you the money. Did it always be like that? Always. It ain't changing. Love is eternal. Money is what you need when you here. Why would you sell out something eternal for something temporal? It makes absolutely no fucking sense to me. You know, and some women look at the divine masculine as their security because they weren't there for you. You don't know nothing about what the fuck she hold on to. You see what I'm saying? They'll think you getting something. You don't even know what the fuck they talking about because he ain't did shit for you. You feel me? What the fuck, he bought you some food or something? He ain't paid damn car note. He ain't paid damn mortgage that I'm picking up. He ain't gave you over a goddamn $100, $150 kind of shit. So what the fuck she holding on to? Because he ain't your security. He ain't been your security. It's her security. And for some reason, they got venom towards y'all for something that he ain't even did for y'all. What the fuck? Bitch, y'all, that's how, I mean, that's what you got, bitch. Good for you, bitch. They trying to cancel bitches and get them a new one. You been old, you been ready, you been prime, you been right, you been beyond what he needs. You been beyond all of that because God created you to be, bitch. You ain't got to do nothing but be yourself. You ain't got to put on a name brand nowhere, bitch. You can wear a goddamn t-shirt and leggings for the rest of your motherfucking life, and you gonna continue to be exactly what the fuck he needs to get him where the fuck he see himself needing to be, bitch. It's simple as that. Either he want it or he don't. If he don't, what I advise y'all to do is sell his ass out for God. Because God is short of manpower, like the fuck I said. So that you can see what do you have to do in order to get rid of this man just hanging around but not coming in. And you know the vision that God gave you, whether it's tied to your divine masculine or not. If you're able to execute it without one, then you need to be asking God about that. Serious business, no bullshit. This ain't the time to be asking for stuff. This is time to ask for divine intervention where life-altering things are happening. Stifling things are happening. Where no shifts are happening. That's imperative to some of y'all well-being for however many more years y'all upon earth. I'm hearing you have to count me out. You're going to have to count me out. 3 of Wands. I don't know who the fuck that is, saying that you got to count them out. But that's coming right up on the Ace of Cups and then the 3 of Wands. 2 people, 3 Wands. Somebody saying you got to count them out. It could be y'all. It could be the divine masculine. It could be who he's trying to leave that thinks that he's their support system for life. Somebody saying count me out. Like I said, it's 2 people. And when I was popping this card, that's what the fuck I heard. 3 on here, 2 on here. You know what I'm saying? Somebody is counting themselves out. And it came up on the Ace of Cups. Some of y'all could be saying, I want something new, whatever. You can say whatever you want to. Just understand that it's deeper than what the fuck you looking at it. Get the fuck out of a fictional movie. Something new is either who God created for you, that is your twin flame, or something that could bring you fulfillment. However, you won't be fulfilling the core of why you came here, your reason, your why, your purpose. I'm just telling you that. Like I said, some shit is absolute for some people. Clearly, the twin flame journey is not your absolute. I was there too. I didn't want nothing to do with it. Runner, chaser, what? And to me, it looked way better in that movie, a man chasing a woman, than it did her chasing down a man. It was humiliation to watch a woman chase down a fictitious man. Because she was that starved for love and affection and the real deal, yet she was engaged to be married to somebody that she could have did life with. However, just that bland, ain't really, just fulfilling a role. Could be a teacher, he could be whatever. However, nothing there, nothing of real substance was there. It's the whole reason she took her ass to that airport in that fucking wedding dress. Like I said, art is an imitation of life. Look at the imitation and decode the meanings in that. Get the real, extract the real out of it, the real lesson. The movie itself is an imitation of life. However, spot on. When it comes to a man, look way fucking better chasing you than you chasing him. Where it turned, runner, chaser, either way kind of shit. Oh, no. No, because men like to chase and they also like to conquer. So it's a thing that it did for them. To you, it wouldn't do nothing but send you into frustration, burden, humiliation, some more shit. If they ain't, like I said, a man's supposed to come for you. If he ain't coming for you, honey, he gonna have to count you out. And you goddamn right about it. However, don't just think that it's gonna be peaches and cream and you're about to have this same type of bond and the same type of vibe and all that shit, and life is gonna be this and that. It's so easy. It's a thin line between acting like you're happy and actually being happy. It's a thin line between actually being successful and acting like you're successful. You gotta watch your own mind space, because you can trick yourself into thinking something that's just true for the time that it's true. It is not the absolute truth. Like this person holding on to a man in the form of a pinnacle that is no longer available. He may be saying she got to count him out, and she don't know what to do about that. Okay? So she aims, cocks, and shoots at you that he never took care of. Giving up your beliefs, giving in, admitting failure. I guess some of these women. Mm-hmm. The world. Now it's a woman's world, I guess, and a man's touch. Emperor energy. I'm just telling y'all. Because of magic. Crisscrossing the roles up. Men get more options other than you. That's how you get here. God giving them options like polygamy, more than one wife, stuff like that. Really didn't keep it in perspective what it was all about. More than likely, it was because he needed them for this and that, or he was short over here. It was a reason to imbalance. The reason was imbalances in nature. Imbalances in the world as a whole. So some things had to be done, just like being gay, having more than one wife. Certain things, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like propping a table up that lost the fourth leg. In order for that table, it could be your favorite table. In order for that table to sit right, you got to come up with something to be that fourth leg, because you refuse to throw out the table. That's God, basically. Refusing to give up on his creation. So it's something missing. Okay, well, I got to do this in order for the balance to come back to my creation. Some men got the option to do more than one woman. And just kept fucking up. Every time something happened major, they fucked up. Whether that was picking you first out of the four that we talked about before, or whether that's, y'all see that? Or whether that's something happening Historically, something very, very, very uh, important, vital to the sustainability of Earth, nature, balance, harmony. Okay? They were able to get more than one woman. And they went berserk. And the shit been out of line every fucking since. God thought it was time to say, kind of like, instead of like, let's just say the difference between how a child feels about recess versus gym. The lights went out because it's going crazy. The power is crazy. So let's just say that. Recess versus gym. Okay. The teacher says you can go out for recess. But it's really gym, because at recess you're gonna be graded at something. They thinking, oh, we get recess at gym or gym at recess, instead of seeing it for exactly for what it was. They looking at it like, ooh, we get more vagina. We get more titties to suck on. Ooh, we get a variety of booty shapes. Look at her hair. Ooh, look how her lips set up. Not so much the mind space, from what I'm picking up, but more the outer fixings. And it wasn't for the reason that they thought it was. You know what I'm saying? Like being let out for recess just to see that you're going to be graded on a relay race because gym got canceled that day, kind of shit. Okay, we're not doing the one woman thing. I know, Jessica, you hate it. You're not made like that because I made you for one man, and you do good when there ain't no other people in your queendom, just like the queen bee. I understand, Jessica. However, something happened in history, just like now. The lights get kicked off because all of these imbalances, and they playing with magic, and the wind is blowing at the wrong time, the sun is setting at the wrong time, things are happening, and balance has to be reset. So we gotta have more than one wife for the man, because I'm short of help over here and something's happening over here. So we're gonna let another woman move in with you guys. I'm talking way back, whatever, how old the earth is, this kind of shit happens. Now we're back to one woman, bruh. I don't give a fuck what nobody say on YouTube or Instagram. I'm telling you what thus says God through me and what he's been saying to me. I'm cut just like a Jessica. Ain't no other, no, that's not going to work. I'll just work for you, God, and sell man out because I'm just not willing. Because something happened during those times where you possibly feel like me and got the short end of the fucking stick every time. Got through in a fucking ditch. Nobody gave a fuck about you. You had to fend for yourself. Okay? They ditched your fucking ass, and he carried on with all of the bitches that God allotted him, however many times he allowed him to do it in order to create harmony in nature. And now it's a lights out situation. Shit all fucked up because people don't want to go back. Yet, if you look at the world for real, it's pockets of history everywhere. Her at the damn ruins in Greece, that shit more than likely still there. I've never been there, however. It's right here, right now in 2024. That same shit. The Egyptian pyramids, same shit. Okay, that's showing you that that's something old, and you could have been around at that time when something was happening where a man had to take on more than one woman to correct the imbalances within nature, to correct the imbalances within himself, within women, period, within animals, all kind of shit that's interconnected. Now, right here, right now, we back at one woman. Some men do not want to hear that. So we got to go through the bullshit until they understand who God is and who they are not. A lot of people think they got choices that they do not have anymore because they're irresponsible even with that shit. You feel me? I'm trying to tell you. Self-care. Some men feel like me. They don't want no woman. I'm trying to tell you. Because it's like, what? It ain't nothing to do but to take care of yourself. You know? Some men may feel the outside forces, but you may not feel it as, you ain't gonna feel, a man ain't gonna feel it like a woman feel it. So y'all gotta leg up with that shit. If you like, I'm done with women because you just had enough and you tried and this and that, you trying to do it God's way and be right, then I don't blame you. I really don't. The only difference between men and women is that women have to feel it because of y'all being the first of God's creation. It's kind of like a have to submit thing, even to somebody that ain't shit. You submitting to their nature. Even if you beat this motherfucker ass physically, because he's a bitch-made motherfucker. He can leave you and go do some shit to you energetically that will smack the fuck out of you just because of who he is in the food chain. Not because of who he is that makes him less than a tomato kind of shit. Because he that trifling. And tomatoes, you know, give you way more sustenance, nutrients, and everything else. Just one tomato. Yeah, 7 of Cups. Doing magic now. Doing stuff. I'm trying to tell y'all. Fucking with lights. Fucking with this. Fucking with that. Just crazy. These hoes is in... they're crazy. They done gone crazy, y'all. Honestly. The proof is in what the fuck be happening to y'all. The proof. These bitches ain't going out they man. And a lot of divine masculines lived them right there because they thought that they was doing something by having multiple women. And come to find out, ain't none of them bitches worth your weight in gold. None of them. Now, they can dump them all in a hole today and they won't be worth what you are because you were made for this man. Watch that movie, Only You. Literally, he's doing it's plain as day. He said, you were made to kiss me. And Allah was just showing me. I'm like, damn. Like nothing could turn a twin off from a twin because God made you. It's kind of like going to get a suit that's exactly measured to you and then getting a tailor-made suit. They're going to fit differently. Something that's generally made for the public in your size is going to fit differently than something that is tailor-made to fit you. It just is. You can't change it. They can't change it. They want to. Change it where, bitch? It is what it is, ho. Stop attacking. They can't. They don't know how to stop. I don't know how to stop. Kind of bitches. So who the fuck knows? They be talking all this malicious gossip, this and that, and this and that. It be them. It be them. They started it. They been on trash. Divine masculine been moving them in such a way where they do shit to other bitches that get out of control. Running these weird ass brothel, pimp kind of situations. More than one woman, 2 baby mamas, fake marry one, marry the other one for real. Coming up with all kind of little shit from different, and it could be a lot of it based on a lot of divine masculines religion of choice has been Muslim, Islam. However, this particular lifetime, like my parents was Christian. I was always a Muslim. It's kind of like if my parents allowed, even if my parents, let's just say, was around in the times of Jesus. At that time, my parents were, just like they were this time, if my mother had my father. My father's advice to my mother was let her go. Don't put your hands on her too much. Just let her do her. She don't need all that. Let her make her own choices and what she gonna do. Whatever she come up with, she good. That one right there, she good. This one right here, keep your hands on her. Make sure that she goes this way with it. Da 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 da. Him right there, make sure you do da 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 da. You see what I'm saying? So at that particular time, my parents would have allowed me to say, I don't want to be Christian. I want to be Muslim. You're like, what? Yeah. Okay. Well, go be a Muslim. Kind of shit. Some divine masculines, that too. Muslims. Parents may have been Christian. Parents may have been Muslim that went Christian in a lifetime and liked Christianity better. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. Was Christian first, went Islam and liked Islam better and just kept coming as a Muslim lifetime after lifetime. You see what I'm saying? So they adopt certain shit based on what they were in their past predominantly, what they chose for themselves to be. You know, Allah says he answers by any good name. So even Jesus, you feel me? He owns it all. So, I mean, it's really preference. And they end up going through some type of past life regression by taking on different schools of thoughts from past lives and schools of thoughts that they were in. Like polygamy being connected to Islam. And Christianity is in now. It ain't really as, it's not as much guidance about it in Christianity as it is in Islam. Christianity is more based on war and things happening in order to, the widow and covering down and stuff like that. What a lot of Masons would look to. And they read the Quran too. So you see what I'm saying? It's kind of like you can't do away with the three main religions, which would be Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. And Judaism the Torah comes straight out of Christianity. And then Christianity, you got Islam. Those are the three main ones. They just started adopting this shit, man. And it's a wreck. It's a fucking wreck. The reasons, not the right reasons. Mixed with a little pimp. It's real crazy, y'all. It's real crazy. Somebody said they coming. Prayerfully, people be making union when these cards be saying that. Because that's gaslighting somebody for me to drop this card all the time and nothing comes of it. It ain't happening to me. I don't know if it's happening out there. I pray that it is, though. For real. That somebody gets some conviction. Because who I'm dealing with, honey, please. I'll be in isolation for a very long time. Shit. Before God says, you know what I'm saying, what for me to do next. You know? Type of motherfuckers that knock out y'all lights and shit in y'all area. Culmination of motherfucking shit, stupid shit. Always just putting y'all in a fucked up situation and think it's cool. And it's not cool. You know what I'm saying? They trying to keep they cool. They be dead ass wrong all the time. And you be like, look, I ain't trying to rag on you. However, damn, you keep stepping on my shoes. Intimidated by some of y'all. These motherfuckers. Ain't nothing y'all can do with some of these men. They too intimidated. And it ain't got nothing to do with y'all divine masculine. They just too intimidated by some of y'all. Where you couldn't have if y'all divine masculine wasn't trapped on lean, trapped on bitches, trapped on cocaine, trapped on heroin, trapped on women, trapped on all kind of shit. If they wasn't trapped on that shit, then y'all would have a decent mate. But it's because they trapped on it and all fucked up and shit, the men that y'all left to pick from are intimidated. So you can't find a reasonable mate that's worth your time. Or a Prince of Cups kind of situation. Just feel like you're too much for them. Yada, yada, yada. Some people learning valuable lessons in marriage, choosing their 10 of cups and, realizing that cheating is dead. Like they done with that shit. That shit is corny as fuck. It'd be an all money in situation, and then it's really being able to have creative control over one woman the right way, worshiping her, adoring her, and then having to deal with some men that were in marriages but neglected, had a gross neglect of their wives, and they're recognizing it as such. Some of them, it's going to pain them to see her pain when they really look at her. And they fuck around and kill a lot of people, honestly. When they really consider, sometimes a person can be sitting up telling you something over and over again for years and years and years and years and years, and you are just so used to that person talking that shit. It ain't no different than losing a mother. I could imagine how my brother feel losing my mother, with my mother telling him, I ain't gonna be here all the way, or just saying little stuff all the time, and him not really listening and hearing her like a lot of men don't listen and hear women. And then it'll happen. This is going to be for some unions. A woman is going to say something, and then everything that she's been saying to him about this particular friend he had, this particular girl, this particular person, all to do with dealing with her the wrong way, whether that's coming onto her inappropriately, whether that's attacking her, whatever it is. He never did nothing about it. Some of these masculine energies. And when they sit down and talk to their woman and see her in a brand new light, it don't matter how long they've been together, they're going to fuck around and start bodying people. Because they were so busy. Here, there, and everywhere. When all they had was one job, which was what God would say. Just imagine this God and he ain't never heard you. You had one job. You don't have nothing to say about lesbianism. You don't have nothing to say about none of that, because that's all the imbalances coming from you not listening and rebelling against me, who is the creator of you. I don't give a damn what you say you don't believe. I don't care about you being an atheist. I made that word up. I gave you the letter A. I gave you the tongue to be able to even say the word atheist. Kind of situation. You had one job. Why do you have these illusions? Some men got 10 households with the illusion of 10 of cups and think he's doing an excellent job. Well, he only supposed to have one household with the 10 of cups so that he can be doing a super fantastic, espialidocious job in God's sight. His energy is scattered. He gets no credit for that shit. I wouldn't give a damn who life get destroyed. God does not care. And motherfuckers be having to recognize that shit. Anybody that God uses should have to recognize it. I can talk to anybody right here, right now. You don't got to pick up one tarot card. You ain't got to do shit. You could be on your way somewhere and God tells you to go over here and deal with this. You will literally get rerouted going to tell somebody some shit that you do not give a fuck about. You were more concerned about where you were going. You ain't no busybody. You not messy. God said on your way to go get you something to eat that you got a taste for like a motherfucker, spin the block over this way and go holler at so-and-so about such and such. And what you going to holler at so-and-so and such about, you don't give a fuck about it. You give a fuck about the food you was going to get that you got a taste for like a motherfucker. Ain't no different when you read tarot or anything else. You think people really want to get up out their bed to come and tell you some shit that ain't really got nothing to do with them, and if they going through something similar, they definitely don't want to wake up and talk about this stupid ass shit that ain't getting them nowhere. Ain't no hug nowhere, ain't no kiss nowhere, ain't no helping me with the groceries nowhere, ain't no helping me take out the garbage nowhere, ain't no doing nothing. Then they said that either one of them, it's a movie I watched and I seen that shit. I said, oh, Lord, about it. Because they were saying, you are like music. They were talking about music. Y'all may catch it in one of them two movies I said. My Life in Ruin or Only You. Where they said love songs ain't shit but a to trap you in some shit. It's true. If you listen to certain shit the wrong way, you gonna fuck around and think that a man is doing for you what your playlist is saying to you. He not doing none of that. And then they get to sending them kind of shits, controlling your motherfucking playlist to play certain shit to suggest that this is what he could do, this is what he did in the past. However, that motherfucker is not doing that shit right here, right now, today. It is very dangerous. Osho said it too. To keep listening to music. Because it will trap you in something. And you will start making yourself look just like what happened to the lady in the movie that left her husband and went to Italy just to support her sister-in-law. However, ended up meeting somebody that changed her whole vibe for the better. Music can do that to your ass. And you will be operating like you got a whole ass man. I advise y'all to lean back into the chest of y'all divine masculine. However, my divine masculine makes me say certain shit like that because he know goddamn well I ain't gonna keep leaning back on no invisible chest. I am going to fall, nigga. That's how God composed me. If it's a widow out here or a woman out here that is able to do that, then that is how he composed you. The only man that I feel comforted by a little bit that ain't a man that he should lie like one is God himself. And like I told y'all on the other clip, that I be saying, God, if you betrayed me, that'll be something that I would expect. I don't expect nothing from nobody, not even God. That's how bad man has treated me. Whatever lifetimes, it does not matter. And it don't take much to please me at all, which makes it even more vile. What has been done to me. And people will say, well, certain things were done to me. Speak on it, bitch. I'm not you. And what I went through, you may think you can take, and you got shot up 5 times, 4 different times. You just a motherfucker that can take bullets. You ain't a motherfucker that can take mental mind fuckery coming from every angle, all kind of attacks, throwed up in the mental hospital for over a 15-year span. Motherfuckers attacking your money, attacking your parents, attacking your child, doing all this shit to you. You maybe can just take bullets, nigga. However, whatever it is that was fucked up in your world, speak on it. Don't sit up here and compare notes on what I went through wasn't that bad. It was that bad for me. And the average nigga that think he harder than me, or the average bitch that thinks she done been through more than me because she sat it down in the penitentiary for 20 years, may have needed to do that because she wouldn't have been able to deal with the vicissitudes of life on top of a mental institution, on top of attacks, on top of running businesses, on top of being a single mother, on top of being a woman, on top of being a human being, and still come out with her full mind. So don't compare notes around here. Tell your story. If it's just for you to find relief and pull yourself out of a weird ass matrix that's full of people that have become addicted to illusions. Shit that ain't real, being who they are not. Mask wearers when there was no COVID. COVID just was a culmination of what the fuck been going on a metaphoric level. Mask wearers. Ain't too long before that shit gone. It's bound to happen. It don't matter who contrived it. It's bound to happen because of all of these fake ass masks that people wear every day since I've been born. Not surprised. Aries involved with hangman energy. I do not know. The blame game is supreme around this bitch. It just comes out of the clear blue sky. And And I pick up thoughts. So this shit can get weird, bro. Judgment. Yeah, these motherfucking divine masculine keep getting caught up in judgment and fake ass evaluations like they your PO or the warden of a prison. She did a good job today. She didn't say too much of this and that. Some of y'all family members too done lost their motherfucking marbles. As far as you getting free and getting them free, but they not seeing you as getting them free. They seeing you as somebody that got it out for them. Some type of oppressor weirdo. I'm just telling y'all. And some younger people, Uncle Bob is telling me, saw exactly how it is. No. So-and-so is not doing that for that. So-and-so is doing that because they love us. And people would be telling them to shut up, this and that, police getting called. Only like one person for some of y'all in y'all family that understood exactly where you was going with it on the generational curse breaking side. Revealing certain shit, setting people free, setting the captives free. It's all illusions. It's all bullshit. Then some people call themselves intimidated by you. Then some people feel fucked up because they thought about fucking you and you they niece, they sister, they granddaughter. They got to grapple with all this shit going on in their motherfucking headspace that has absolutely nothing to do with some of you. Okay? Just like in that movie, Damon Bradley was non-existent outside of him being a dude that his sister went to school with. That's why he used his name, because the nigga was terrible, he said. He was a terrible dude in school. Like a bully of sorts. Nobody he would want his sister with. Why that name was the first name that came up, he don't know, kind of shit. It's just, I guess he was just that terrible to him. You know what I'm saying? Like on some real shit. That's the only name he had in his mind because he was that terrible at that time when they were in school at that age. I'm just about to say this nigga that's been bothering me. Okay. Not connected to his sister at all. All bullshit that she done carried on, and he ain't never not once told her. He had to tell his wife. Because he ain't never not once told her that. He ain't told her that he did that. That's not doing that. He take it further and go give money to the psychic. Just to prove too that, that's what it says. Hard trials are necessary to establish truth. Because he even found out the truth of her false ass. To take some money to be able to tell your sister, ain't no motherfucker gonna be able to come in here and tell me to take this, and when they come in here, tell them that. $2 at that? Bitch, no dollars. I'm not telling nobody nothing that's not true, and get the fuck out of my establishment. However, she did it, so there's more truth revealed about her falsity. It's just Allah just keeps destroying illusions, and the more illusions he destroys, the more men contrive. To the point that they knock out lights so you don't talk. And laugh when ain't shit funny. Laugh when it ain't no joke. Think everything is a stage play. When I say that life is a stage play, it is to a degree. I can see how man took it all the way left field and God has been pissed ever since. What part? Why can't I say that life is like a stage without you going to build a stage, getting people addicted to that, and then providing scripts for motherfuckers once they come out of a goddamn theater? Why would you go excessive like that with the script writing? Or whatever the fuck it is. Now everything's weird. And everybody's doing weird shit. And whatever in their mind, it has to hit your place or your existence and throw your whole goddamn world out of alignment because they don't want their illusions destroyed. Bitch, you in some hot water as far as historically. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't got nothing to do with me. You do realize that, right? I would be like a narrator that you don't even see, bitch. However, all the motherfuckers in your story, bitch, they real. Now, what happened with all of that? I don't know. I wasn't there, bitch. I didn't make the choice and decision to do a motherfucking thing, bitch. I've been right here, narrating how God been telling me to do, bitch. Whoever got free from what I narrated, all praises due to Allah. Next. Like I said, no different than some of y'all getting detoured to go holler at this person. And what y'all tell that person gonna say to that person is something. From something. Or get them direction for that day. Or tell them something they may have forgot or didn't know that would give them clarity or direction on something. It's something. I don't give a fuck how simple it may look. When God tell you to do something, you're supposed to do it, because if you don't do it, then that small thing can turn into a medium thing that can turn into a large thing, to a goddamn colossal thing, which is a crisis. Because you didn't do what he told you to do with that one goddamn thing that only took you out of your way for 5 fucking minutes, and you got right back to whatever the fuck else you was doing. I'm not going to miss heaven. I'm not going to miss anything for nobody, especially not being in alignment with my creator for a man, a woman, a boy, a girl, a dog, a cat, or anything else he created. Only a fool. Ten of Cups. Men still point that way for whatever reason. I mean, come on. Now that you realize it's full of zombies and nobody can help you with your little bullshit, now you want to say, come on? Okay. And, okay, you was pointing in that direction. Okay. If she metaphorically on your back and ain't on your back for real, you ain't Kev Gates. Only the Kev Gates get blessings from Almighty God Allah, who woman is on their back in real life. Who do all kind of shit to trick women to think, that he knows zombies just to keep them from attacking his woman. He'll subdue them in a phone screen and make them think that he the love of their life. He'll do whatever it takes to secure his woman. If you ain't doing that, then you not Kev Gates. You want to be. You not him, though. And you're not going to be receiving the blessings that Kev Gates will receive as a Muslim. You just not, because you ain't doing what he did. And you ain't doing what he doing. He got his wife on his back in real life. That shit is just niggas in their head that ain't doing nothing that they saying doing. Even if you think you doing something from a distance, nigga. If she got to do anything in real life that you're not doing in real life, you're not doing shit. You're trapped in your mind space. You sending foot soldiers to do shit that she don't even know you doing. You sending niggas past her house and all this shit because you a legend and a leader in your own mind, when God said the spirit of a leader is even in the United States president. Whoever the leader is for real. Not you in your world that make believe. Because if she need gas for real, she need gas for real. If she need food for real, she got a real stomach. If I just had to ask that they passed my address and I said, can I roll the trash out to you? And he was playing, I'm playing. Oh, don't play with me. Please don't play with me, not right now. Because I did it in between readings. Oh, no, I'm just playing. You can bring it. And I had to run it out there too. That's real. And I had to pull it back and work it in the grass so that the trash can is where it needed to be. That's real. What a motherfucker saying he doing for me, and I don't see it. Oh, no, that's not real to me. Why would it be? And why would you attack me because I don't see the real of what you're doing? All I'm telling is thoughts. All I'm telling is things that I know is happening outside of myself, because you tap in and you get that information. Why are you here if you don't even know all of this? Why are you playing the game even with an unseen reality when God is really the greatest unseen reality? Why would you even play with that? Just play with shit that you see. Stay a doubting Thomas. You know what I'm saying? Be a materialistic person. Be cold. Rather than fuck with that shit and then act like it ain't no God at all. But still he be doing shit with his resources to manifest unseen things and get a feel good off of the shit that you manifest, but don't want to give credit to nothing. The one. that you're able to do all that you do with his shit, even the shit you don't see. I see it now. Ooh, look at me. I wanted a car. I manifested it. Ooh, look at me. I wanted a house. I manifested it. Ooh, look at me. I wanted this job. I manifested it. Okay, where did that come from, though? An unseen reality that you made evident. Faith is even God's, because you got to have it in order to know that he is real. You think that stuff is real. No, he's showing you how real he is in the stuff and in the unseen, which is the oxygen you breathe every motherfucking day long. We right here, right now. Either you gonna be who God needs you to be, or you gonna act like you got a God complex, doing shit with a hidden hand and making a woman feel like she should be grateful for what she don't even see that you're doing, because everything that she has to do that a man should be doing, she does every single fucking day. Fuck what you do behind the scenes. Cause these motherfuckers doing shit to tell bitches to attack you when you don't talk right or how they like it. Kind of shit. When you don't pay them enough attention, here your sleep go being disrupted. Here you go having sex in the ethereal realm when sex wasn't even on your mind. You had a good shower and you cool. They misuse their masculinity so bad, bro. It is unreal. So I'm gonna get out of here. And prayerfully, let's see. Allah, who knocked the lights out? Who knocked the lights out? I know the wind is blowing and all that, but all these people want to play like they're you. Scorpio involved. 10 of Cups. Something about a man running to the store for a woman that triggered somebody. That kicked up the winds and all that shit in order to knock the power out here because of the truth that I'm saying out of my mouth. That, I mean, you here watching, bitch. Something to do with a Scorpio woman, perhaps, that has a man in high position. She don't want to incur karma. She don't want to taste of karma. That's a fucked up person. You fucked up in your head. That's somebody dealing with racism, got a white mind, sick as fuck, don't know nothing else. Always been princess your whole life. You don't know grunt work. You don't know nothing. Dealing with feeling bad. Everything is a feel good. Whether that's you popping a volume and some motherfucking vodka with it. Whatever the fuck you do, bitch. I'm not there. Why are you listening to a nigga anyway when you don't even like niggas? Now you playing these little knock out the power games. I know white girls. They love that shit. They used to do that shit in a mental hospital. I knocked these lights out. Good for you. Now can you put them back on, bitch? And they would. The little dumb ass shit to let you know that they got powers too. Don't nobody care. Your shit is borrowed, bitch. Just like the light company that gets money for the light that you pay for that comes on in your motherfucking house. They just the manager of it. And Lord, do we need them kind of shit to manage electricity. They manage it so they get paid for you to have it. Because they got to count up how many watts and this and that and that and this. Not the best job if you would have asked me. Just like anybody got to be over water and shit. Because everybody thinks shit's supposed to be free. Yet they can't manage their own goddamn 24 hours. So bitches is knocking out lights that ain't used to shit because they don't want to feel no pain. And you done felt pain all of your life and they need to get the fuck over it and turn these fucking lights back the fuck on.